Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing kind of a modification video. I picked up a product I think we all kind of could use. It's a WeBoost Drive Sleek. Basically it's a cell phone signal booster. So we're going to kind of go over what it is, what it does. Going to show you install on the truck, and then we're going to do a field test, see if it really does work. So this is the product we got here. It's the WeBoost Drive Sleek. It's a vehicle signal booster kit. Basically it comes with an antenna and a transceiver, and then this right here, which is where you put your phone, and that's going to be what you get the boosted signal from. They claim to boost up to 32%. We'll see. I live in an area where not a lot of signal is to be had, so if I can get signal boost, that would work really well for me. Works with all the US carriers, supports all types of phones, and it covers 4G, 3G, and LTE. So here's kind of what comes with the kit. So there's your antenna. This is the transceiver. They call it the signal booster, and then this is what you put your phone in the cradle, and then it's all powered on 12 volt through your cigarette lighter. So this is kind of how it's going to be wired on here. So you've got your antenna on top. It's a magnetic mount to mount to your roof, and it goes down to your booster kit. Then through that you're going to run to a cable to the cradle, and then one to the power supply. So right now we're going to go and start installing it. Alright, so your first step is going to be to place your magnet mount, the antenna mount. I kind of cleared out some of the dirt so you get a good clean match up here. You want to be 12 inches between the window and any antennas or anything, just so it doesn't get any interference. So I'm going to go right about here. It sticks down just like a magnet does, and then I'm going to actually route it down through my door here inside the cab. So we'll go do that next. Ah, the joys of apartment living. Alright, so I've got my wire all ready to go. I'm actually going to run it right here next to the weather stripping, so that way it doesn't pinch the wire between the door and the cab here. Alright, so I've got my wire ran. I'm going to go down next to that weather stripping, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to push it up through this plastic molding right here and just kind of hide it and make it like nice and clean. Alright, this is where you plug in your cable. Right there to the left is where the antenna comes in, and then looking here, the cable to the left is going to be the one that goes to the receiver, and then the one on the right is your power supply. Alright, so now that I've run my cable from the back, it's time to plug it into the cradle itself. So they give you a huge coax cable, which is really nice if you have a long vehicle. However, I have a truck cab and it's not very big, so I'm going to have to figure something out where to store the rest of this wire. So the way the cradle mounts is you have one of these clips for the vents with a magnet on one side. I personally am not a huge fan of these kind of mounts. They're not very stable when you're on rough roads, but maybe this one will be pretty nice. It's got a nice rubber to it, so it feels like it's going to grip really well. So I'm going to put it right here on this vent right here. Just push it on and then clip it all the way in, all the way up. And the back right there is a big magnet, so that just attaches right there on it. It's a snug fit on the Dodge, just the way that the dash is made. So we'll see if that holds on. I don't know if that's going to hold very well when I'm bombing down some desert roads, but we'll see. So now I'm going to undo this cable from the cradle. Get that off. And let's see, yeah, look at that, all right, coming off. So then this one now comes and plugs in to the super long coax cable. So now we've got that wired up. I'm gonna just kind of push this back for now. So now the last thing we gotta do is get the cable, the power cable. So let me go grab that and we'll plug that in and get that going. All right, so I've plugged in the charger for the booster. It just plugs into one of the sides, and you just gotta wire it up. Got a power outlet right here. Just gonna plug that in. And what's nice is they give you another USB port, so you don't really lose that whole the power for this, so you can still plug your phone into it. So now, there's really no indication that it's on. Oh, just kidding. There's a, since it's daylight, the light right here. All right. So the way you know that it's on is that you've got this little light right here. So now that it's on since it's plugged in, now it's off. On, off. So I'm gonna leave it on. So now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna clean up the wiring a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll do a quick test, see if it actually does what it claims to do. So I came out to the local dog park because, as you can see, there's not a whole lot out here. Nothing's going to impede our signal receiving abilities. So we will go ahead and we're going to test this and make sure it actually works. Okay, so now we're going to do a field test. Basically, it's going to give us the most accurate reading of our cell signal that we can get. You know, you get your couple of bars, but that's not the most accurate reading you can get. So with this, you dial a certain number and it takes you to your field setting, and it shows your field test view, and it'll show you your actual cell signal. So the code is going to be *3001 pound 1 2 3 4 5 pound star, and call. And now it takes you to the field test. So the way this works, so here's our signal right here. We're at -109. So basically, the more negative this is, the worse it is. So I'm down to -12, 96. So more negative meaning -80 would be better cell signal than -120 would be. So this is without the cell signal booster on. No white light, so it is off. I've got 1 bar. Gonna go ahead and give the field test a try. So we're at -99, which is right up here in the corner. Alright, so now I'm gonna plug it in, and then we're gonna see if that changes anything. So white light is now on. I have a lot more signal. Oh, it's going down. But let's see. This might have actually worked. So we're gonna go open this up, and we're still at 3 bars. So we're gonna go ahead and give a test call. Look at that, we're at -74. A lot of cell phones nowadays have the setting where they use for your cellular data, they use a volt. It's the voice over LTE. You need to change it from voice data to data only. The way to do this is to go back to open up your settings, click cellular. Up here, click cellular data options, click that, enable LTE. So when you get your phone, it's on voice and data. Change it to just data only. And then this will increase your cellular output. So we'll go back and do the test one more time. And so our last time we were at -100 basically, and look at that, we're at -66. So we've had a pretty good sized improvement in cell signal just with this cradle. Makes me super happy. So we're gonna go head back home, and I'm gonna give you some of my final thoughts on this device. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Drive Sleek. I really like it. I think it's a great product. You've got the 2-year warranty that covers all the workmanship and material defects. I really like that it actually works. I was kind of skeptical going into this, thinking, oh, they're just going to claim that it works, and we're just getting sold a $200 case that holds your phone. But no, it works really well. As you saw, it definitely increased my signal. I definitely saw an increase in bars as well. And so with that, they claim that with the better signal, you get an extra 2 hours of cell phone talking time, which is a pretty significant amount. I really must say that's quite a bit. I love the way it looks. It's very sleek. I mean, that's why they call it sleek. It's really well built. The cradle doesn't feel cheap like those other spring-loaded ones. It feels very solid. I like that they use a magnet mount for the roof, so you can take it off as needed. It was super easy to set up. You saw how fast it was. Literally 5 steps. You put the antenna on, you mount it, or you wire it down to the booster. You wire the booster to your power, and then to the cradle. Put the cradle on the mount, and you're done. It's just that easy. I do like how they give you so much extra wiring too, because it seems like nowadays companies cheap out on wiring, and they sell you just a little bit too short, and you have to go out and buy some more wiring. There's a huge excess of wire. This can fit any car, truck, even RVs it would probably work in. Also, there is no fee for this. Literally just going off the antenna on your roof. You're not paying for like a satellite phone. You're not paying a monthly subscription or anything. It's all free except for the $200 purchase, the initial purchase. I will say though that people do think that this is just gonna like magically give them cell service where they won't normally get it. That's not true. It's gonna boost your signal. It's a cell booster, not like a satellite phone. So you have to have signal in order for it to boost it. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, you're still gonna have no signal if you don't have any signal out there. It does work with every vehicle. It also works US and Canada, any kind of cell-service carrier. So AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, all that, Cricket, and then all the Canadian ones as well. It works no matter where you're at. And the customer service, I gotta say, is superb. I talked to Emily Fisher a few times. We traded emails, and she was awesome, super helpful with everything, really fast response as well. So I give them a huge thumbs up with customer service, because that is a huge deal for a lot of people when they're making their choices if they're going to buy a product. Because, you know, if you buy something, you want to have good customer service if something does happen to go wrong. And I have no doubt in my mind that if I needed to warranty this out and get a new one, I can call customer service, and within a day I'd hear back from them. So this product is really great. The only thing I don't like about it is that cradle, but that's just an easy fix. You can get one of those little magnet ball mounts for your dash, and then that takes care of it. It's just the way the Dodge's dash is designed that it doesn't fit really well, but it does seem to work, and it holds on pretty well. I have no doubt that that'll hold strong and keep up with the abuse. But with that, this video is going to be over, so thank you for watching. There's going to be a link in the description where you can go and find the product. It's like I said, it's $200, no monthly fees, no nothing. It's a great product. It's going to be really nice because I live up in the mountains and in the desert, and signal is scarce out here, but this I definitely know will give me the signal I need to call and text and all that whenever I need to. So that's it. I'll catch you next time.